Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. Today we're gonna do a little line cut illustration of my morning routine because one of my friends asked me to show you how to do it, so let's go. Before we start, I would like to highlight that I'm not professional in this technique at all. I actually did maybe like 3 illustrations like this. I completely don't know what I'm doing, and this is purely beginner friendly because I am beginner just like you, and I'm just trying to figure out how to create something nice out of it. I discovered this technique thanks to my school. We were actually assigned to do something similar for our class. At the beginning, I was very scared. I actually destroyed my fingers a few times because I didn't know what I'm doing. But after I saw how amazing results you can get with this little technique, and that's actually not expensive, I thought it's such a nice way to produce a lot of different variations of your illustrations through posters or postcards, and I completely fell in love with it. My biggest issue with this technique so far is that I never know what to actually illustrate, because those illustrations have to be very simple, black and white only. At least for me, for now, it's like that because I don't feel confident enough to start putting different layers and colors. And I also have very home-friendly equipment, so I don't want to go crazy. But today I decided to actually sketch my little morning routine because I was doing my tarot cards this morning and I was drinking some coffee as always, and I thought it would be cool to just capture it in little illustration because it was pretty simple, and I don't usually do those kind of illustrations on my iPad because I don't find them very interesting. I prefer to draw characters, so it was perfect solution for me to actually do something different. So as you can see, I first put the idea on the paper, I sketched it a few times just to make sure that it's alright, and then I made the same sketch on the graphic board, and I also highlighted the black areas just to know where I'm not gonna crave anything, because when I started doing my first illustration like that, I actually made the mistake and I didn't even realize until it was time to put paint on it. So now I'm trying to always be a little bit extra careful when I do those. And since it's illustration about coffee, partially, I thought it would be nice to also show you that I'm drinking one. It was early in the morning, and yes, I always drink my coffee with ice cubes because I don't like hot drinks. I know it's weird, okay? Let's not judge me here, it's a safe space. I also wanted to show you my tools. I'm not using anything very specific. I have one engraver which I bought on a Polish Amazon, let's call it this way, and some easel which I'm using for adding some details. As you will see in the video, I'm not using it much here, but I thought it would be nice to also show it to you because honestly, if you like little details, it would be perfect for you. I didn't figure out yet exactly how to use it, so I'm not gonna give you more tips about it. I'm still trying to learn how to add those little details in the illustration. That's why for now all my drawings made in this technique are quite simple. As you can see, I started by engraving background because I knew it's gonna take a lot of time and my hand will really hurt at the end of it. So I thought it would be nice to get over with it, eat some lunch, and then continue the work. And yeah, it was pretty painful to finish this one, but I also see that my hands are getting stronger right now because there was a time when I couldn't even finish background on one day, and now I am. So here we are. See, practice makes the master, or at least a pretty good print poster, I guess. As I said, it's really strange for me to tell you how to do it because I am still learning, but the things I'm figuring out right now are, for example, that you shouldn't press too hard. Don't try to make it fast. Take it slow and long, and make sure that if you see that your engraver is about to sleep, you just stop, remove your hand and try again, because it's very easy to make your engraver sleep and then you have like those little random lines in the spaces where you shouldn't. So I'm getting better and better at this, and this technique definitely teaches me patience, which I appreciate. Because when you're drawing on the iPad, as you might imagine, is usually very fast, and also it's a medium I know very well now. Can we call it medium? I'm not even sure, but yeah, it's a kind of technique, skill I have been doing for the last, I think, 7 years, something like that. So obviously I feel very comfortable with it. And this is something different. This is something more physical, you know, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy the beauty of it more than actual results, actually. I just love this little process of staying in my thoughts and just doing one line after another and not thinking that much. Even though it might seem like a stressful job at the beginning, if you do 1 or 2 or 3 of those, it becomes more and more easy and more relaxing. So yeah, this is something I would recommend you to do if you have a little bit of time. I can't tell you the price of it in euros, unfortunately, because I'm in Poland right now. But for the graphic board, I think I paid like 7 złotych, which is around, I don't even know, like 2 euros, maybe a little bit more, if I remember correctly. Maybe actually less, I'm not sure. And but yeah, it's around 2 euros. And then the tool to engrave it, I think it was also like 10 złotych, which is like less than 5 euros for sure. So you see, you just need those. The only thing I can tell you is that it's really messy and I don't even bother to clean after I finish, which is a really bad thing to do, but I just don't have energy for that. My hands just made something and they hurt, and I'm not gonna wipe the floor right now. But funny story, I have one girl in my class. She told me that she used to do a lot of those, and actually hers are so beautiful. Like, I'm really impressed. I'll try to show it to you in the future. And she told me that when she finishes engraving, she's actually wiping all the floor because she can't think or even focus without floor being clean. It's not about the house, it's just about the floor. And I found it so funny. She's also a mom, so you know, I thought that this whole cleaning thing is because of it, but no, apparently she's like that since forever, and she just needs to have clean floor to think straight. I'm definitely not this type of person. My floor is a mess. So when she told me she's cleaning her floor every single time she does something creative, I think she's the cleanest artist I've ever met. And I'm honestly impressed. Maybe if I have 2 kids on my own, I will also be like that. But luckily, I'm not at this stage yet, no matter how much society wants me to. So after I finished the background, I started adding little details on the journal and the cards. And as you can see, the sun came out, which is very rare here in Poland, and it was so nice. It was so relaxing. I extremely loved it. And even the videos look so much better right now because you have this shadow light contrast. I don't know, I was so happy. For a second I felt like in Palermo. In Palermo we had a terrace where I could work, and oh my god, it was a blessing. And as you can see, dog was also enjoying the weather very much. He was very cute. I couldn't resist to film him. And yeah, I started adding details mostly on the cards. I also focused a lot on the journal and how to actually show it. It's something completely new for me, but I'm trying to imply it in my morning routine. I am doing tarot cards every morning. It's because a few months ago, if not even a year ago, I read this book called Stillborn. And in this book, which is extremely good, I highly recommend it. There is an author who talks about how she used to do tarot cards readings for her friend and how it predicted the future in some ways. And I don't know if I believe in those kind of stuff, but I found it extremely interesting as a skill, so I wanted to also try it out. And now I'm learning how to read the tarot. I had certain situations in my life when I actually needed this skill, so I hope that one day I will be able to read it a little bit from my memory. It's also a good way to just juggle your memory in the morning. You know, you're looking at the card and you're trying to remember what kind of thing it actually means. But I'm getting ahead of myself. As you can see, now we're getting to the fun part, which is paint. I'm trying to create a little print by first putting paper, and this is very important. Don't use a brush for that. Please try to use roller if you have one, because it really changes a lot how it will look on the paper. Normally you have a little tool to actually press the paper on the print, but unfortunately I didn't have it, and one of my friends recommended spoon, and honestly, it's not perfect, but it has this little vibe I was looking for. And here you can see the final results. Actually, this video went so fast for me. I don't even know when was done, and I wanted to talk to you much more this week, but I guess let's keep it for the next Wednesday. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. If you want me to record something specific, let me know. And now I'm just saying bye-bye with the dog. Bye!